Hi, my name's Ethan. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Sorry I haven't uploaded since I've come back from Belgium. It was an amazing time. I came back quite a long time ago, about a month ago, over a month. So sorry I haven't uploaded for ages, but I'm back with another video. The Premier League has started. We're currently game week 2. I haven't yet uploaded my Premier League predictions. We've gone through one whole weekend and I'm going to be giving you my Premier League predictions. And I actually wrote this before the Premier League started, so you can't complain if I think that, or if you think that I've looked at the opening week, because I wrote these out, I just didn't film it before the Premier League started. So I hope you enjoy this video and let's get on with it. So starting off with the relegation zone. The 3 teams get relegated out of the Premier League each season. The 3 teams I think will get relegated out of the Premier League will be Norwich in 20th, Newcastle in 19th, and Sheffield United in 18th. Yes, I do think Norwich will finish bottom of the league. They just haven't made any signings Premier League quality. Timu Pukki scored 29 goals in the Championship last season. He was an amazing player in the Championship, but can he do it in the Premier League? I don't know if he could do it in the Premier League. That's why I think Norwich will finish rock bottom. 19th, Newcastle. Newcastle with Steve Bruce in charge. He's not a good manager. He's not won any silverware with any kind of club. So I think they will finish 19th. They've made some good signings in the transfer window. Joe Linton's a great striker for 40 million. Can he get the goals to keep them up? I don't think so. I think Newcastle finished 19th. The last relegation place, Sheffield United. They've made a few signings, broken their transfer record I think 4 times, but haven't brought in quality. The money that they could spend they could have spent it on better players. But I think Sheffield United will be relegated. The teams I think will get relegated will be Norwich, Newcastle, and Sheffield United. Moving on, who do I think will just escape relegation zone? I think Southampton will finish 17th. They haven't made any good signings. They brought in Danny Ings, Che Adams, and yeah, I think they will have enough to stay up. That's why I think they will finish in 17th place, but I don't think they will do as well as last season. So in 16th place, I think West Ham will finish in 16th place. Now West Ham, they've kept most of their players from last season. Adrian's gone out on a free to Liverpool. And they brought in a good striker, Haller, for 40 million, I think. He's quite good, but don't know if he could do it in the Prem, just like Joe Linton, signed from a Bundesliga team. And they've kept most of the players from last season, so not many new faces there. So I think they will finish 16th. Who do I think will finish in 15th place? I think Watford. Now Watford, in the last 5 seasons, they've had 5 managers. This season, going into it, it'll be the only manager to stay on for another season. So he's managed 1 season, and this will be his 2nd season. No other Watford manager has done that in the last 5 years. So I think Watford will stay up, but I don't think they will do as well as last season. 14th spot, I think it will be Aston Villa. Villa, they brought in loads of signings, spent 130 million around there. Could they do a Fulham? Fulham last year they spent around 100 million from when they got promoted. They spent the money that they got promoted. They brought in loads of players and got relegated. But I don't think that will be the case with Aston Villa. I think they will stay up and I think they will finish in 14th spot. Great signings. They brought in El Ghazi back from his loan. They brought him now. They brought Wesley from Club Bruges. They brought Tyrone Mings, who's a great left back / centre back, 6'5". So I think Villa will finish in 14th spot. In 13th spot, I think it will be Crystal Palace. Palace did amazingly well to keep Wilfried Zaha at the club in the summer window. He said he wanted to go all transfer window. He didn't go in the end. Roy Hodgson managed to keep him, and I think he will be their main man. They did lose Aaron Wan-Bissaka to Man United, but I think they will stay up, and I think they will finish in 13th spot. 12th place, I think it will be Burnley. They've brought in a couple players and sold a couple players. They sold Tom Heaton. They gave him to Aston Villa for around 8 million. Don't know too much who they signed. So I think they will finish in 12th place. Ashley Barnes done amazingly well. So yeah, I think they will finish in 12th place. 11th spot, I think it will be Brighton. Brighton have done amazingly well in the transfer window, bringing in loads of players from the Championship, but are Premier League quality that could do it. I've played with Mbappé and FIFA, really good, but can he do it in real life? Don't know. They've brought in Tossard, who's meant to be really good, and I think they will finish in 11th place, a lot better than last season. Moving into 10th spot, the top 10, or just before the top 10, if you finish 10th, I think it will be AFC Bournemouth. Bournemouth brought in loads of players, well, a couple of players actually. They brought in Harry Wilson from Liverpool on a loan, I think. He played at Derby last season. Jurgen Klopp said he wasn't going to let him go, and he lied. He did go on a loan. He did amazing at Derby. So I think AFC Bournemouth will finish in 10th spot, and they did amazingly well to hang on to Nathan Ake, who could have been on his way to Leicester after Harry Maguire moved to Manchester United. So now into the top 10. I think in 9th place will be Leicester City. Jamie Vardy getting to around his 30s now, in his 30s, but can still bang in the goals. So I think Leicester will finish 9th. James Maddison hopefully can do the same as last season with his free kicks, and I think they will finish 9th. 8th spot will be, I think, Wolves. Wolves, they did amazingly well last season, coming up from the Championship, and finished 7th spot, and they could be in Europe, still qualifying, I think. And yeah, they are going to finish 8th spot, I think. 7th spot, just outside the European places and outside the top 6. Some people may be shocked about this, some people may not. 7 teams I haven't said are Everton, City, United, Liverpool, Chelsea and Arsenal. I think 7th spot will be Chelsea. With that transfer ban, they haven't been able to sign anyone. Tammy Abraham looks to be their first choice striker. Pulisic is coming from January, and Mateo Kovacic they managed to sign because he came on the loan and they were able to sign him. So I think they will finish 7th space. I could be well wrong on this. They could get Champions League spot, but I don't think. I think they will finish 7th spot outside Europe football, and they will not be playing European football next season, I think. So moving on to the Europa League spot, 2 teams. 6th and 5th place. I think in 6th place will be Everton, and in 5th place will be Arsenal. Everton made loads of signings and very quality signings. They brought in Iwobi, Keane from Everton, who's meant to be amazing, scored I think it's 3 goals in 4 games for Italy. meant to be amazing. Can he do it in the Prem? They've lost Phil Jagielka, but that shouldn't matter. I think Everton will finish 6th place. 5th place, I think Arsenal will finish in 5th. Made a 72 million Nicolas Pepe, who I don't know too much about, but I do know much about him. I do know a bit about him, so he should be a good signing. They brought in David Luiz, which is an unusual signing for around 8 million. And they brought in Danny Ceballos on a loan deal, I think. So yeah, I think Arsenal will have Europa League football again next season, unless they can win the Europa League. But I don't think that will happen. In 4th place, I think it will be the Champions League finalist, runners-up in the Champions League, Tottenham Hotspur. They brought in Ryan Sessegnon. They've brought in Lo Celso and Ndombele, who's really good. Watched him a bit in pre-season when the Spurs played Man United. Looked really good. And I think Spurs will finish in 4th place. 3rd place, the 3 teams I haven't said are Man United, Liverpool and City. In 3rd place, I think it will be runners-up of last season, winners of the Champions League. I think it will be Liverpool in 3rd place. Only brought in 3 players, a centre-back, which I don't know, Harvey Elliott, who's the youngest player to ever play in the Premier League, and Adrian on A3. So, yeah, I think Liverpool will finish in 3rd place, despite them winning the Champions League last season. Now, runners-up and Premier League winners. I want to be wrong on this one. This would be the most one I would want to be wrong on out of every team in place. In 2nd place, I think it will be Manchester United. I hope I'm wrong on this. So that means I think City will win the league for 3 years running. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope Man United win it. And yeah, I think Man United will finish 2nd. They've made some amazing signings. Harry Maguire, Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Daniel James, the youngster. I watched him in pre-season. He's been amazing for Man United in pre-season. So has Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Maguire hasn't played any pre-season because he signed on the day before deadline day. So I think Man United will finish 2nd and I think Manchester City will win the league. Man City will win the league, I think, because no one can catch them, but I don't think it will be a massive margin. I hope it will be a small margin like last year. I hope it will be a big margin in between Man United and Man City. Hopefully Man United win the league, but I think realistically Man City will win the league. So that's all the teams done. That is who I think will finish where. And who do I think will win the Golden Boot? I think it will be Raheem Sterling. Now, he scores goals, Raheem Sterling, playing an attacking, more of a striker now. So I think Raheem Sterling will win the Golden Boot. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like the video and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notification bell. And I will catch you in the next video.